Hi, friends. So here we are in this virtual gathering lockdown reality. In the past few weeks, I've had the great fortune to connect with people from all around the world in these virtual gatherings, and I got to hear their stories. These are stories that are so unique. People who traveled the world and got stuck due to the lockdown, near and dear ones who are separated from each other, or people who are stuck together in inconvenient circumstances, creating tension and jam ups, or people who are either afraid of losing their jobs or having lost their jobs or their company shutting down, or people who are going through either sickness or near and dear ones who are falling sick. So many stories. And when I ask how they're feeling, and I hear words like anxiety, tension, frustration, depression, joy, relaxation, peace, these words are so familiar. It really brought home to me the understanding that a millimeter outside the skin, everything seems to be so unique. Yet a millimeter under the skin, it's all so familiar and similar. The way I experience through my sense gates, the way I process my emotions and thoughts, the way this living system works, all the various organs and so on. This design has not changed since the dawn of humanity millions of years ago. So it really makes me connect with the understanding that I'm not better than anybody and nobody's better than me. I'm not better than anybody in that there is no place for arrogance and superiority, and nobody's better than me in that there is no place for meekness and reverence. If somebody has informed and inspired me in some way and made my life better, of course I'll express my appreciation, but fundamentally, we're all the same. And I wish that all future generations will reflect back on this time and call this the Great Pause. Ah, that's when humanity had the opportunity to pause from this race towards extinction. In the past 50 years, 64% of species have become extinct. It should be clear to everybody that the way we're living is simply not sustainable. This hyperconsumption, pollution, fear, greed, hatred, arrogance, we need a new story. And my greatest wish is that we come out of this lockdown by just changing the way we use three words. It's from the understanding that this planet is a gift. Nothing is owed to us. We're entitled to nothing. So when I say please, I'm genuinely expressing my appreciation for receiving something that doesn't belong to me. And when I say thank you, I'm genuinely expressing my appreciation for having something that's not mine. And when I say sorry, I'm genuinely expressing my regret of damaging or hurting something that wasn't mine to begin with. So may we come out of this lockdown at least really connecting with how we use these three words. Please, thank you, and sorry. I'll leave you with this beautiful passage by the great astronomer and writer Carl Sagan called The Pale Blue Dot. Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you've loved, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever was, lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner, in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. Think of the endless cruelties visited by the inhabitants of one corner of this pixel on the scarcely distinguishable inhabitants of some other corner. How frequent their misunderstandings, how eager they are to kill one another, how fervent their hatreds. Think of all the rivers of blood spilled by all those generals and emperors so that, in glory and triumph, they could become the momentary masters of a fraction of a dot. Our posturings, our imagined self-importance, the delusion that we have some privileged position in the universe are challenged by this point of pale light. Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark. In our obscurity, in all this vastness, there is no hint that help will come from elsewhere to save us from ourselves. The Earth is the only world known so far to harbor life. There is nowhere else, at least in the near future, to which our species could migrate. Visit, yes. Settle, not yet. Like it or not, for the moment, the Earth is where we make our stand. It has been said that astronomy is a humbling and character-building experience. There is perhaps no better demonstration of the folly of human conceits than this distant image of our tiny world. To me, it underscores our responsibility to deal more kindly with one another and to preserve and cherish the pale blue dot, the only home we've ever known.